Hi, hi, hi. I welcome you all today to this discussion where we are going to talk about and understand, can you be a Scrum Master without being a developer? Is really the technical background mastery to be an effective Scrum Master? First of all, I would like to say thank you for spending some time and seeing my view on this topic. I am Bhoomika. I have been in this IT industry for past 18 years, working in Agile Finart for around 8 years now. Have worked as Scrum Master, Agile Coach, Release Train Engineer, played various roles, and with different experiences I have combined together. Uh, Please bear with me with the viewpoint that I'm going to share in a chalked out manner. But before we further into my viewpoint, why this question arises? Why is there a buzz in market for the Scrum Master to be technical? Let's understand this question first. Is it the worth of the Scrum Master not being understood properly? Is that really what's happening? Is there a financial constraint in the market and geopolitical scenario that everybody is looking to make the market to have two roles are being paid from the what? What impact does it have on the teams who have such roles with the people working with two hats? But for now on, let's hold your horses and put it on rest while I answer your question bit by bit together to solve this puzzle together. What I've thought about is let's understand why this concept of technical Scrum Master came and why many of the Scrum Masters also promote it in a manner that we don't understand it. So let's understand from a perspective of a non-technical Scrum Master working for a technical team, and then also understand from the perspective of a technical Scrum Master for a technical team, what kind of a challenges that he takes over. But before that, let's have the periphery of the Scrum Master role that we are going to do it, and then we decide together with the pros and cons of everything, whether a Scrum Master should be technical or not. So let's go ahead. How many of you have read the Scrum Master Guide, scrum.org, from so basically, the Scrum Master role is divided into three categories: what the Scrum Master does for the Scrum teams, what the Scrum Master does for the PO, and for the organization. We all know that the Scrum Master is the process guardian. He's the one who promotes about the Scrum and help them implement it. But for what purpose? Why would you want somebody to promote Scrum? Because at the end of the day, you want to have the right kind of product being delivered. So the Scrum Master is one who, at the end of helping all the other things, help you make the team deliver the high value increments. And if you look at all the other things that somebody is looking for, like coaching the team members on the self management, the removal of the impediments, how to facilitate the Scrum event, and how do you guide the people throughout it, or if you look the Scrum Master, the way he helps the product owner. He helps in helping him make the product backlog item, which is one of the main roles of product owner to have the effective right management tool. So the product backlog effective management is one of the things Scrum Master helps the product owner facilitate the stakeholders collaboration and help the empirical product planning for a complex environment. If I look from all these perspectives, and then I go into the Scrum organization, leading, training, coaching the organization in the Scrum way of working and helping them plan and implement the Scrum. So all of it doesn't say that the Scrum Master has to be technical. The problem or the main crux of it bottle downs to the fact which I've highlighted out here. Help the Scrum team focus on creating a high value product. And why I'm saying so? So let's imagine, and that's why we would talk about a feeling of a non-technical Scrum Master. How does he feel in a technical thing? Uh, let's assume. And I'm taking not only as a Scrum Master, but a normal example. So let's assume you are speaking to the people who are publishing a book every now and then. Every 2 weeks, their task is to publish the book publish the book, release it in the market. While you are very good at baking the cakes. So imagine you want to help them. You are talking in language of uh, when to add the sugar, when to bake it, when to add the icing. Icing has to be once the cake has cooled down. And we try to step these things. What would happen to the people who are working on publishing? Will they listen to you? Or do you understand what the problem statements are going around with publishing kind of a thing? So, as a Scrum Master, you are not understanding the language the other people are saying. They are not understanding what you are trying to say. What happens in those scenarios is you don't feel the part of the team. You start to feel ignored. You have a feeling as, so I'm talking as a Scrum Master only. So you start to feel like you are an imposter kind of a person. All your action efforts, while they may be good because you have implemented it somewhere with the cake and they have worked it fine, but ultimately, when you try to talk to a team which is working to publish a book every now and then, and they have to publish it the bestseller as their own peer pressure and everything is happening. So basically, when you don't talk the language that they are speaking or and you don't understand what they're talking about when all the discussions when the technical happen, you don't know when to stop them, when to take them forward, when to steer it all along. In short, don't understand it when to become when you so you don't understand how do you help the people to make the high valued increment every now and then. Forget about having building a high performing team. You are struggling to even being heard, seen, understood. And that was one of the reasons why some Scrum Masters try to become uh, the most technical that you can say it. Because at the end of the day, your job is to have the Scrum teams deliver the value. And and you struggle with it, that's when you think that you are not delivering on being a Scrum Master. Uh, and which sometimes lead with your own feelings being imposters to others, that Scrum Master role is not needed role. But let's assume on the other side of the payment, you are a very technical person, started from a developer, and what would happen? So what happened in all those scenarios is the Scrum Master starts to feel that, like you as a person, start to feel that everybody is coming towards you to check on the technical because you have a technical sound knowledge. All the discussions in the team are on technical because you are guiding them from that perspective. You are pushing the agile to a shadow. You're forgetting how the dynamics in the team is working. You are not checking on that. You are not seeing how a conflict is resolved or what is the moment to have them coach so that they can work on themselves. Instead of becoming a servant leadership, you become more like a team leader, and the crux of Scrum Master loses its value in its own, even when you are too technical for the team. So, if I look from both the perspective, there are two balances on the weighing scale, and if you jump from here to there, there is a struggle that we don't even understand it. So, what's the balance that we have to maintain so that the teams also understand it and you also understand it, and you are focused on delivering the uh, helping the teams to deliver rather than you delivering it. So, your job at the end of the day is the teams to deliver the high performing value increment while making them a high performing teams. To answer your questions, if I look from a neuralistic programming also, what happens is if you really want to have a rapport with somebody who, if you want to be seen, heard, and understood, you have to talk their language, talk in the pattern they are talking about it. so that they understand you. It's almost like if you're going to paint the wall, and you're talking to a construction worker, if you don't tell it whether you want it pink, red, or green, then somebody can paint it another way. So if you say what are the challenges that they face it and understand from that perspective, they would be more than happy to be on your side. So understand from a perspective, be sure to understand their problem statement. So in Scrum, I would say always remember to have a coding background, have the have the knowledge of CI/CD, have the knowledge of deployments, pipeline testing, and everything on a high level, so that when they talk to you or you talk to them, you're not talking gibberish or in a language that they don't understand it. But always make sure that you are not in every meeting contributing from that perspective. Sometimes you have to take a back seat, let them do what they are doing it, be your own calm and relax. I hope I have been able to help you with finding the right balance for yourself, because at the end of the day, we have to still coach the teams, facilitate the teams, and be the servant leader. You have to be the servant leader so that they shine, they deliver the product. And remember, that is the point. So never be the leader to take all the decision, but bring the environment where they can take the decision. Thank you, thank you, thank you.